Hello guys and welcome back to episode 3 of my team. And 1S Racing, we're sitting there pretty good at the moment. Standings, we are in 5th in the drivers and 3rd in the constructors. I can see this starting to go downhill from here. Next couple of races are going to be difficult, I think. We're going to take the new ICE. Because that's looking pretty battered. And yeah, we had a good result last time. We've managed to pull some points up, so hopefully we can keep that momentum going. But it's going to be a tricky couple of races, I think, for us. Difficult circuits that don't historically do well at. Some nice upgrades, some training.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
So we'll go to the interview.
Well, it's great to be back at your headquarters, and I've got to say, an awful lot's changed since we were last here. Let's dive in with some questions. Upgrades to your facilities seem to have stalled. Is there no more room for improvement, or are you prioritising other areas?
We've invested heavily in our staff. Let's try and pick everyone up.
Your second driver seems to be getting much more comfortable with their car. Have you been focusing on their development?
They're really putting the hours in the simulator.
Would it be safe to say that, in terms of team orders, your career comes first in your team?
Absolutely not. There's no team orders, and to be honest, at the moment, there's no need for team orders.
You've got one of the top teams in the Constructors' Championship. What's your secret to scoring those points?
We're going to try and pick up the chassis department.
What are your predictions for your team going into this season?
We should be a solid midfield team, hoping for plenty of points.
Thanks so much, as ever, for your time. It's hugely appreciated.
I mean, we've had a good start, so like I said, I think we might have a little bit of a dip off here, and Baku possibly, but hopefully.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select, as while you will receive a claim for beating them, you'll lose a claim if you fail to do so.
And I mean, this is going to be the problem. It's going to give us, you know, Verstappen, Perez, Ricciardo, Yuki. I mean, really and truly, I think out of where we're sitting at the moment, Tsunoda's probably the only one that's worth saying possibly is a rival. I think the McLarens are just too far ahead. The crowning prince of the season. The one everybody wants to win. Beautiful Monaco. So we'll go and try the race strategy first. This is going to be a race of just trying to keep ourselves level-headed.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
So bumpy this year.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Who would you say is your biggest rival at the moment?
Well, we weren't going to get great choices. We'll go with Ocon.
It's the start of the season. How do you think things are going to go for you?
We'll pick the team up.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip? Great. Well, that's everything.
So free practice 1. What can we say about it? The car feels awful. Now, it isn't a track that I particularly perform well at. I want to try and make a race out of it as best I can to try and make the video. There is some genuine concern for the survivability that we might have at Monaco. Very, very bumpy this year throughout the whole lap. And the car really just does not feel friendly. It just feels that every corner of the lap it just wants to kill you, which is frustrating. Usually Monaco's a little bit later on in the season, which gives me a chance to get the season going before we hit the horrible races as I see it, sort of Monaco, Baku. Lovely tracks. There's nothing against the tracks. It's just personal. They're always been a bad race. No matter how much practice I put in on these circuits, I always struggle. So we've not managed full points through practice either. First time this season. Again, Kingdom just not bringing in the resource points as the team acclaim slowly building. So before we go quali, let's see if we can afford that chassis. Weight, we've got weight reduction, tyre wear. So we'll go for the monocoque structure. It's going to come between Canada and France. A build, fairly hefty build time, 28 days. So we'll go to quali. Kind of need a rubber car for this. So yeah, if you could see the recording length so far, you'd be embarrassed. The amount of flashbacks used in free practice, just trying to get me iron. Just it's been a painful practice session. Let's see what we can do. We've got a warning on the engine as well. Just no confidence. That's as good as she's
We've
going
only
to
got
get.
2 laps.
So we went out, we've got another lap under our belt. I kind of feeling like I'm at about as good as good as I'm going to get with the 11.4, which to be fair has given us a decent jump on the others. Interesting to see both max slowdown and Yuki I'd expect to be a little bit higher. But yeah, we'll that's as good as it's going to get. We're going to retire and see where we finish. Wow, we actually made it out of Q1 at Monaco. Our losses are Max Verstappen. Aye, out with a DNF. Okay. It's going to make the race interesting. Okay, so we're just going to go out. We'll do the one run. It'll be what it will be. The race could be quite interesting. Max Verstappen well out of position. Track position really being the key of Monaco.
Okay, you have front wing damage. This will be a major performance impact unless you box for a new one.
That was the one shot we were going to take. So yeah, Q2, absolute disaster. I'm going to save the tyres. I don't think we're going to get much better than that. So, losing straight off the bat to our rival. So it's a long race. We'll just try and keep our head down, try and stay out of trouble if we can. 40 laps. Have genuine concerns.
Once said that driving the Circuit de Monaco was like riding a bicycle around your living room. And it's not hard to see what he means by that. There's no more prestigious a Grand Prix victory than Monaco, but also none so challenging.
It is
Prestigious Circuit
brutal.
de Monaco then. It's not all that dissimilar today to the layout that made its debut almost a century ago. It's 2 miles and 19 corners through the streets of Monte Carlo, and although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety car.
And I
With the
think
race minutes away from starting,
that's what we're
here's
going to push on for, is we're going to play for the safety car. We're starting on the
After
hard
the points
tyres.
finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Little touch more fuel, but the safety car should hopefully give us the chance to just save a bit on fuel.
We're accumulating some wear on the MGUK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
And straight away in at turn 1. Front wing damage. So we're going to have to box and get this wing changed.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Well, we've taken Max out of the race, apparently.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
So we'll serve our penalty. This is going to be a painfully long pit stop.
Exit now.
13.5 seconds.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
And the car is just so twitchy.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Didn't think I'd knocked it
Okay,
yet.
take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Must have knocked a NEM plate or something off of it.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H.
Ah.
Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
Things just go from bad to worse. I'm not sure where we knocked it. We're going to be a lap down going into lap 3 of the race.
Release. Blue flag. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
The car is so... well, they said the car. The track is so bumpy. Really struggling with sort of grip. The rear end's wanting to go on us all the time. Come on, Lance.
Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
Really? We are trying everything that we...
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are no plans for a safety car right now. The gap to the car ahead is 54.6 seconds.
so little grip. Definitely a track I struggle to find rhythm. Whoa, mummy.
Be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Jeff, if we fall any further behind, we'll be better off getting out and pushing.
Gap to car in front is 59.5 seconds.
Happen to live through the tunnel, because if not, back end just goes.
Okay, you have front wing damage. This will be a major performance impact unless you box for a new one. Blue flag, blue flag. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
Another stop go penalty and a lap down to the entire field. 9 laps into a Grand Prix. Go.
Complete, go now.
Just as soon as we try and get any power down. Back end wants to die. Wah.
Blue flag. We're not racing the car behind. Let them past when you can.
We're holding out for safety car. Yeah.
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
What happened was pure death. And that's what you call an end to what was always going to be a disappointing Grand Prix. So the car never felt
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic
comfortable
win
with
for
it.
Mercedes. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, I think it
Bottas
was
taking
clear what the
another
main
victory.
contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
And that's going to take Valtteri to the top of the driver's title at the moment.
So let's review the drivers' standings. Valtteri Bottas takes the top spot. He's our new Drivers' Championship leader after today's result. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Daniel Tipton gets my vote today.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
And it's good for Dan. That's the best result of the season, 15th. Mick, myself and Max all with the DNFs.
Not a great day out there today. Let's talk about what happened. It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
We'll go with not sure what
It
happened.
looks like you've invested heavily in the development of new parts.
We'll go for the chassis, love.
Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today?
Mistakes.
Not a great day for your teammate today. What do you think went wrong?
I thought they'd done alright, to be fair. Yeah, the durability is going to take a knock on that.
Appreciate your time.
You never really get asked the question you want. I mean, the car just... It didn't feel balanced at any point. And with another street circuit directly afterwards, it does make me worry. But I know once we're out the back of this, we've got a nice run of a good few races, I think, where we can get some better results and start to rebuild and push the season forward. The chassis
How do you
department
want us to deal with this one?
just come to attention. We could invest in a one-off licensing fee, new administrating software that for a small cost will decrease the amount of time the chassis department spends on admin, boosting productivity. Pay for
The
the
department
resource
wants me to
points.
pass on their thanks for helping out.
They're currently working on a Monaco, so that'll be good. Not a great race, and to be honest, a race I didn't expect we'd get a great result from. I think Azerbaijan, we stand a better chance, so we will keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Yeah, so I hope you have enjoyed what has been a poor race. If you have, please smash that like, smash the follow button, and yeah, we'll be back for some more very